Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Greedfall. Yes, I am finally back after my little break for reasons that I explained in my update video that I posted on Friday. And you should check out that update video if you haven't already, because it also contains some schedule information and the voting on upcoming games. So go ahead and have a look at it and maybe participate in the poll on what games to play in the future. But for now, we will focus on this game. And in the previous episode, we found the High King, and then we fought the High King, and then we killed the High King, which is a bit of a problem because for once we need the High King to help us find an on-ill Frictiman, and secondly, I'm pretty sure the natives will not appreciate the fact that I killed their king, so that's going to be interesting. Anyway, let's have a look at our next quest. We have to go to Glendan, which is like the council member or head of the council. So yeah, let's see how he will react to this interesting news. And I need to travel to this place. Of course, the good news is that Constantine seems to be doing better. At least that's the impression that I got. But we still need the cure, because obviously we want to cure not just Constantine, but everyone who is afflicted with a Malachor. Alright, let's talk to Glendan and tell him what happened.
Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, currents of Katasach. We learned of his death. Andevosht Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King Vinbar is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into the mountains after killing Katasach and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him?
Yes?
What happened? How could a friend of Katasach do such a horrible thing?
I am sorry, but your High King did not leave me the choice. He was about to kill my cousin, and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nadaig. Perhaps it was for that reason he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wished to see Enon Milfrictiman, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I am just as sorry as you.
Andevosht Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Bloodnit, Katasach, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dangus will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dangus, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
Okay, well, he took it a lot better than I expected. I still lost a bit of reputation with the natives, but I have quite a bit of good reputation with them, so I hope that's not going to be a problem. And yeah, tell me more about this upcoming election.
Who will win the vote, in your opinion?
I don't know. Each of the 3 chiefs that I spoke of could win. It is possible that some amazing feat places one of the Mal above the others. If Bladnid had been victorious, she would certainly have won this time. But that was not to be.
Is there anyone else among those presenting themselves?
Do not take me for someone born last summer. You want to influence the vote for your own gain, but you shall fail this time. And you must go before the one we have chosen. Can I do anything else for you?
Don't worry, I have no intention to influence your election here. But yeah, that seems to be about it.
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
So, apparently there is going to be an election and a new High King, which means I will need the help of the new High King to meet an Onil Frictiman, right? So, let's have a look at my quest journal. Earn at least one pretender's trust. Queen Deirdre, King Dangus, and King Ulan. Now I'm going to assume that I can try to convince all of them. I mean, it says at least one pretender. Or is this another case where it's either or? So if I pick one, then the other quest will fail. I don't know. I'm going to assume I can talk to all of them because it says at least one. But to be on the safe side, maybe I should work under the assumption that I have to pick one and the rest will just fail as a quest. So maybe I should be careful about making my choice here. Because I still need the help of the next High King to meet an Frictiman. So, I don't know. I guess one question is, who of these people do I trust? I mean, will they support me once they are High King? But also, will they actually become High King? That's the other question. Now, I do remember Ulan. He's the first native chief that we met, and he seemed nice. But I also remember that he kind of manipulated us to fight another tribe for him, so he is not that trustworthy. And I did get the impression that he is not very popular among the other tribes because he's so friendly and pro-Renaigse. So, not sure what his chances are. I mean, Glendon said that he's very cunning and he might be able to convince people. But I don't get the impression that he is really popular. I do remember Queen Deirdre. She is the very belligerent one of the warrior tribe. And again, she kind of tried to screw me over because she sent me to perform a ritual, and then it turned out it was a ritual to summon a Nadaik because she hoped that the Nadaik would kill me. So, from Athena's perspective, again, not very trustworthy. I'm not sure how popular she is. I found some indications that not everyone agrees with her very strong anti-Renaigse standpoint. And, I mean, she doesn't really show that much of solidarity either, right? Because we had to convince her to take on some exiled natives from another clan. Because she only wants warriors in her clan. So, again, I'm not sure if she's really all that popular. King Dangus, I don't remember a lot about him, to be honest. I kind of remember how he looks like. I think he has a very fierce headpiece. But I'm trying to remember a few quests that I did for him or with him. I think he may have been the one with Afra's quest where we witnessed the ritual. And I think he also may have been the one with the logging expedition where, you know, some people killed loggers, and he was actually willing to punish the guy who gave the order to the hunters to give the loggers the poisoned meat. So he seemed quite reasonable, and the fact that I don't remember a lot about him might actually be a good sign, because I don't remember anything bad about him. I'm not sure how popular he is, but I haven't seen any evidence to suggest that he is not liked among the rest of the islanders. So I think I will go to Dangus first, just in case that this is an either-or situation. But if I can get all of these quests done, I will certainly try to convince all of them to support me. Because, I just don't know who's going to be the next High King, so I should maybe find a broad base of support here among all the potential pretenders. But yeah, I think Dangus it is for my first choice. And I hope the map will tell me where exactly I have to go for that, because I don't exactly remember what village he was from. Okay, this is Deirdre, this is Dangus, and this is Ulan. Okay, let's go to Vigigedor. And let's try to convince Dangus to support me, which basically means that if he gets High King, he will help me meet on an Ilfrictamen, I suppose, right? Okay, let's go. So, where is your abode? Okay, it's somewhere around here. Yeah, I remember him. And I do think it is the one with the quest about the loggers who got poisoned. So, he seemed to be a pretty reasonable guy.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
Yeah, let's talk about elections.
I am the bearer of bad news.
And about that.
Vinbar, your High King, is dead.
Ande Voshtire. He was a great king, and a very wise Donegad. We haven't seen him in a long time, but his memory shall be honored.
Glendan told me that you would probably be among those who would want to take his place.
I am not looking for power, but Tiefradi needs peace and balance. And I fear the other kings may want war, or be motivated by ambition. The Renaise brought chaos with them, and our island has suffered. We cannot change the past, and chasing away those who came does not make sense. The wound is there. Refusing to acknowledge it is pointless. But wounds can be healed, and my clan knows how to do this. So if you're worried about my intentions if I were to become High King, I'll lay them out for you. We must find balance with those from the remote island and live together in harmony. But for this, we must teach the Renaise humility and to respect the earth.
I would like to meet Enon Milfrictamen in order to find an antidote for the disease that is destroying my people. If you were elected, would you help me in this endeavor?
You are a Karants of our clan, and I have witnessed your wisdom and benevolence. I would be glad to help you meet Enon Milfrictamen, and I pray that he will help your people. But you should know that my election is far from certain. The spirits are divided, and some are thirsty for revenge.
Would there be a way to make sure that you get picked?
I do not like the idea of using such a method. But yes, there is a way. The High Kings of old wore a legendary crown, said to be a gift from Enon Milfrictamen. The one who became the first guardian is believed to have taken it with him in death. If someone were to wear it in these troubled times, they would definitely be chosen by the others.
I see where this is
Where
going.
can we hope to find it?
In the burial mound of the High Kings near the village of Vignamri. But it is said that the path towards it is strewn with spears, and that its entrance, situated near a large dead tree, is guarded by a Nadaig Magamen. It is a deeply holy place, and the Guardian will not let anyone enter without a fight. If you do decide to go there, fill your heart with humility and respect. for those who rest there were great men.
Now we've earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet Enon Milfrichteman?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
I hope you and your allies share the same ideas. Because once the crown is on their head, we will have to follow their course.
You're right. It's a decision that is more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Well, apparently we are going to influence the election after all. I guess I should have expected that. So we can basically make him High King if we get that crown for him. And well, I can still talk to the other pretenders, so maybe I should do that before I go and find that crown. But I mean, what he says seems all quite reasonable. I'm sure he would make a good king. But still, I think I should listen to the other candidates as well. So let's talk to Deirdre next. How about that? I think she's in Vedloig, right? So Deirdre, I'm willing to hear your pitch as well.
What do you seek?
Yeah, let's talk about the election.
I am the bearer of bad news. Your High King Vinbar is dead.
Dead. And the first Deirdre. He was a good king in times of peace, but he was plunged into doubt by your arrival. He was no longer at his people's side.
Glendan told me that you would be one of those keen to replace him.
That's true. If Bladnid was still here, I would have given her my votes and followed her into battle. But since she's no longer with us, I must obtain the title and do what should have been done a long time ago. Drive away the Renaigse and take back our island they want to enslave.
Will you drive us away too?
We will drive away the Renaigse. You are Onol Minawi. You will have to pick a side.
Okay.
I see. If you were to be elected, I would need your help to allow me to meet Enon Milfrichteman. Only he can help us cure the Malachor.
Why should you be preoccupied with a disease striking those we want to drive away?
I have my own reasons. But you should know this is the best way for the Renaigse to leave the island of their own accord.
You have helped my people. You are our Karants as well. You can count on me to help you. Once I am the High Queen, I will lead you to the Sanctuary.
You seem certain you will obtain the title.
Those who covet victory must do everything they can to obtain it. Don't you agree? The old kings wore a legendary crown, which was lost during the war against the people of the sea. Whoever were to retrieve it would be chosen.
And you know where it is?
I believe it is located in the Tomb of the Kings. A holy place not far from the village of Ignamri. I do not know exactly where it is, but it is said that the path leading there is strewn with spears, and that the entrance is marked by a dead tree, and protected by a Nadaig Magaman. Do not worry. I will find this place and retrieve the crown before the election.
If I want to be certain of the outcome of this vote, I'd better go and get this crown myself.
Anything more?
Well, it is interesting because on the one hand, she said, yeah, I'm going to retrieve that crown for myself, but she also very precisely told me where to find it. That's kind of odd. I mean, if she was so intent to get it for herself, why would she tell me where to find it? That is kind of suspicious. But okay, I guess I have her trust now, so if she were to become High Queen, she would help me, and then she would probably start a war against the settlers. I see.
I need to be going.
Alright, well, we got her trust, and we know her agenda, and it's not exactly surprising. So, let's talk to Ulan as well, and I mean, he was like the pro-Renaightha leader. So he will probably, if he becomes High King, favor like friendly relationships with the Renaightha. Let's find out. So, am I in the right place? Yes, I am. But his house is... Oh yeah, I do remember this place now. I think there's actually... Yeah, there's a fast travel spot here. I could have used this to come here. But okay, Ulan. I'm willing to listen to your speech as well and your plans if you become High King.
To what do I owe the pleasure of your visit?
I want to talk about the election.
I regret to inform you that your High King Vinbar is dead.
And divorced Deirdre. He was a great man, although he left us a long time ago. But why have you come to notify me of such sorrowful news?
Glendan has informed me that you are most likely among those who will want to take his place.
It is true, and I will perhaps be able to obtain it. I understand that you may be worried about my intentions, but rest assured, I seek only to bring peace to our lands. Peace brings life and prosperity by creating an alliance with the people of the continent. The lives of our people will be improved and happier.
There is something I would like to ask of you. If you were to be named High King, I would be thankful if you could allow me to meet Enon Mil Frichteman.
Of course. If I become High King, I would be glad to help you. You are Carants of Ignamri after all. If you really want to make sure that I win, you will need to seek the crown of the High King.
Of course.
What is that?
It may only be a legend, but it is said that High Kings used to wear a very ancient crown. The first guardian would have taken it to the grave. If someone were to wear it today, they would surely be chosen.
And where is the first guardian's tomb located?
Somewhere not far from here, since he fought his last battle nearby. The entrance to his burial mound is said to be guarded by a Nadaig Magaman, the path that leads to it, marked by his spears, and its entrance by a large dead tree. But beware. The Nadaig will not let you enter without a fight. Anything else?
Okay, so we have his support as well, unsurprisingly.
Nothing. I must go.
And yeah, he would go for a very pro-Renaightha approach as the High King. So, one way or the other, I guess I have to get that crown. And then I can pick my successor, right? Well, not my successor, the successor to the High King, obviously. Find the legendary crown of the High Kings. Alright. Yeah, I guess I will have to think about who I want to pick as the next High King. Oh, it's actually somewhere in this place. Where exactly is it? Let me have a look at this. Oh, I think I know where this is. This is like the very first Nadaig that I fought when I arrived on the island. The very high level one. So this basically was more like an endgame enemy. I should have expected that, because that Nadaik was so much more difficult than any of the others that I fought. So basically, I left the crown of the High King unprotected for all this time, because the Nadaik is already killed. And someone could have just gone there and taken it. But okay, I will head over to that cave again. I didn't actually explore the cave, because once I went inside I noticed a lot of high-level enemies and I was like, yeah, maybe I'm not supposed to be here yet. But I did go there again when I made my round tour to collect all the stuff that was missing, and I found that large Nadaik skeleton. So I was right in my assumption that this would play a role later. So I will head back there to that place and I will grab that crown, and then I will have to make a tough decision, I guess. Yep, that's the Nadaik that's supposed to guard this place, and it's been dead for, well, probably weeks, if not months by this time. Let's just pretend that I just fought it now. It makes more sense story-wise. And yeah, now we are back in this cave, and yeah, this is the place with that huge skeleton that I found earlier. So I will just head back there and get that crown. Alright, here we go. I'm back at this place. So let's look for that crown. Well, there it is.
What are you doing there?
Oh.
Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders. And you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so, do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Deirdre is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Give her the crown. Ask her what she intends to do once she is High Queen. Well, she pretty much told me already. I guess I can ask her again to clarify. Speak about the need to enter into the sanctuary. And I can keep the crown. But I mean, these are optional questions, so let's ask them first.
If I give you the crown, you shall be named High Queen. What will you do with this power?
You have already shown to all that you are not like the other Renaigse. I will not hide from you the truth. Teofradi does not want to welcome your people. They toy with us, take without returning, kill and pillage. I will unite my people and cast all of the Monesenaig into their ocean wagons. They will go and pillage elsewhere.
You want the crown so you can more easily rid yourself of my presence afterwards.
If you give it to me, you will become our Karants. And we do not chase away our Karanten. And also, you are Onol Manawi. You are bonded to this land, not to theirs, no?
I don't know. I mean, sure she is, but she also grew up on the continent, so she obviously has a connection to the people back home as well. So let's talk about the sanctuary.
I have come here looking for this crown because I need the help of the next High King. I must meet Enon Milfrictiman to ask him to heal my people.
Are you sure that they are your people? Very well. It is a very great honor you ask of me. But you took great risks in order to obtain it. If you give me the crown, I will open the sanctuary to you. You may speak to Enon Milfrictiman. I swear this to you.
Okay, so we have her word that she will help us meet Enon Milfrictiman. Which means I'm still back to this decision. Give her the crown, keep the crown. Oh dear. This is difficult. This is difficult because there are a lot of different layers for this decision. I mean, on the one hand, I think it's still Athena's priority to find a cure for the Malachor. And for that we need to meet Enon Milfrictiman, and for that we need the support of a High King. And apparently the only way to get that support is to essentially make them High King by handing over the crown to the candidate. I mean, honestly, I would prefer not to interfere in this election, but it looks like there is really no way around it. I need to pick one of them and I need to give them the crown. Now, it is tempting to say, if I just give her the crown now, I can wash my hands off of this and just say, I don't want to get involved in this. I just give her the crown and I'm done with it. But in the end, it's basically the same. I'm still picking the successor. If I give it to her now or one of the others later, doesn't really make a difference. I'm still getting involved. Basically, I got involved the moment that I killed the Nadike in front of the cave. Because then I made it possible to enter the cave for all of these people. So I have the crown now. I have to give it to someone. And if I give it to her now or one of the others later, doesn't really make much of a difference. And yes, I know she's like, I went here to get the crown for myself, so I'm more worthy of it than the others. But she didn't really do anything for it. I mean, I killed the Nadike. I killed all the enemies in this cave. And she literally told me where to find the crown, which makes me very suspicious because she probably wanted me to clear the path for her. And then she would just follow me and get the crown because, I mean, she could have done it herself, while I was talking to Ulan, for example. But no, she shows up here right the moment when I enter, so I think she basically tried to manipulate me again to clear the path, and then she comes in and takes the crown from me. So honestly, I think the fact that she's here to get the crown is not a testament to the fact that she's braver or whatever, but just that she's more ambitious than the rest, and she wants to make sure that she's the one getting the crown. So in the end, it's still up to me to make a decision. And in this case, it's the decision if I wanted to give it to her or one of the others. Now, I'm not completely unsympathetic to her cause. I mean, I've seen what the settlers are doing on this island and what they're doing to the natives. So I can completely understand her desire to just completely drive them away. So on that account, I wouldn't be totally opposed to give her the crown and say, we shouldn't be here. I think it's better if we leave, and if it needs like a very belligerent High King to make the people leave, then so be it. But I still have to wonder if it's going to work as easy as that. I mean, it's going to cause a war because I'm pretty sure that the settlers are not going to leave on their own accord. Even if they get a cure for the Malachor, I'm pretty sure at least some of them will want to stay here. And even if Athena is somehow able to convince the merchant princes to leave, the Teleme, the Bridge Alliance, I think they would want to stay here, so it's going to end in a war. And I'm honestly not sure if the natives are going to win it. I mean, if the Nadike come out to help again, which so far they haven't. I mean, that's another question. The last time the invaders were driven away, and back then it was only the merchant congregation and not like 4 or 5 different factions, they needed the help of the Nadike to drive them away. And so far, I mean, they attack people on sight, but they haven't really started a war against the Renaiks for one reason or another. So I'm honestly not entirely sure if a victory by the natives is a given here, you know, because they actually have to fight various factions this time and not just one. So this could end up very bloody for both sides, and it's not even a guarantee that the settlers are not returning at some point. I mean, in 20 years or 30 years, they might be coming back and it's all starting over again. So in a way, I think it is inevitable that, you know, there will be contacts between the continent and Teofredi, and the way I see it, the only way is to find some form of coexistence. So I am tending towards not giving her the crown in this regard. Plus, I know that not everyone on the island is in favor of this kind of warlike approach. So what is she going to do about that? I mean, they told me that if she's High Queen, people will just follow her. But what if they don't? Is she going to start a war against her own people? I mean, like I said, she doesn't really show a lot of solidarity with other people, only the warriors, so I honestly don't think that she would make for a good High Queen in the situation. So I feel I should maybe keep the crown and pick one of the others. And I realize that this will probably mean that I have to fight her. But I mean, that's only fair, right? She came here because she wanted to prove herself. And since I already killed the Nadaik at the entrance, then I guess she should at least fight me for the crown. And if she defeats me, then, you know, she deserves to have the crown, and then she should go ahead and become the High Queen. But since I basically already did all the work for her by cleaning out this cave, I think fighting me for the crown is the least that she can do, right? So, yeah, I guess I will keep the crown, because the way I see it, I have to pick the next High King one way or the other, whether I give it to her or the others. And at this point, I'm not entirely sure if she is the right person for it, even though I do understand her motives. I think she is too single-minded, too aggressive, and too ambitious. And sometimes being ambitious doesn't mean that you're the best person for, you know, the top job. So yeah, I guess I will keep the crown with all the consequences, and let's see what happens.
Sorry, Deirdre. I believe someone other than you must become the High King.
Someone more easily manipulated, who will obey the orders of the Renaiks, no doubt. Too bad. You leave me no choice. I have come to take that crown, and I won't leave without it.
Yeah, I figured that this would happen. Alright.
Enough.
That was
I
fast.
accept my defeat. Take this crown. I am not worthy to wear it, so it seems.
Indeed. So it seems. We will meet again at Dorhead Genador. Until then, Deirdre.
Well, at least she accepts the fact that she's apparently not worthy to get the crown, because that was a very fast battle. She would never have been able to defeat the Nadaik on her own if she can't even hold up to me. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that she never intended to actually go here and fight the Nadaik. She was basically just waiting for me to do it and then grab the crown off of me, hoping that I would just give it to her because I didn't want to, you know, cause more conflict and a confrontation. So, yeah, I guess I have the crown now, and now I need to return to Dorhat Genedu, which is where the council is, right? But first I need to get out of here, and I think the way out of here is somewhere over here. Yeah, this one. So in the end, I have two more options for the High King, which would be Ulan and Dangus. And I don't know, Dangus honestly seems to be my favorite at the moment. But first I need to take care of all of these animals. Honestly, I don't think that Deirdre would even be able to defeat these normal enemies here. Looking at how easy she was defeated by me. By the way, I have a new gun. I have actually like a rifle now. That's pretty awesome, by the way. Look at the damage it does. Alright. Anyway, as I was about to say, at the moment Dangus is kind of my favorite. Because he has a very reasonable compromise as an approach. Okay, I am getting towards the exit. And, oh, I do have to go all the way back to the camp now, because there is no fast travel spots in this place. No, it is not. Yeah, I guess that's where I will go. And as a matter of fact, I think I will end the episode here. And I guess in the next one, I have to make a decision about the next hiking. I guess I do have a favorite at the moment. But I mean, maybe something happens until we have to make that decision. So I won't guarantee who I'm going to pick at this point. I guess we will find out in the next episode. So I guess as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.